Hey, it's Tom from Texas, and it's time for another floppy deep dive. And this time we're going to be doing another episode in the series of What's on That Floppy. Yep, one of my favorite things to do and episodes to create. And it's the whole reason I created this channel, so I can go through all my collection of floppies that I downloaded back in the 80s off of BBSs and play these games again in over 30 plus years. But what's different is I'm not going to script anything. I'm not going to research these games. I'm not going to look at them beforehand. I'm going to play them, and you're going to see it just like when I see it for the first time in over 30 plus years, and then just trying to figure out how to play it. So when you went to copy parties and you'd bring home a bunch of floppies and you'd load them all up and you wanted to try to figure it out, no manual, nothing, that's what we're going to be doing. So there's going to be games, there's going to be demos, there's going to be utilities, there's going to be music, who knows what we'll find on here. But we're going to check it all out. So go ahead, pull up a chair, grab a joystick, and let's get started. Boom. So let's go ahead and let's just load up the first playing this DeBlitz 87 and see what that is. Sounds like a utility to me. Exciting, I know. This was a utility program that we used back in the 80s to be just like a WinRAR or a zip file where you zip everything together, so you kind of kept all the programs together, and that way when you downloaded it you didn't have to download 1,000 files, you just downloaded one file. So they had those all the way back in the 80s. Not going to be our first thing that we get to play, we get to see it, but we're going to move on to the next game then. And let's see, the next thing on this floppy was Holiday Mix. And it was always cool back in the 80s to hear anything that had voice synthesis or anything singing music that was actually live, because you knew it was so hard to get onto the Commodore 64. So that was awesome when you did get something. Holiday for a holiday. So that was Holiday Mix. As you can see, all this is from 1987. Next we've got Desperado of 87. Let's see if that's another demo or if that's actually a game. Desperado, hit space to start. So if you live in the US, then press F7 to evade the border routines. If not, press space. Well, we are in the US, so F7 it is. So partner, you want to see the final screen, do you? You want to shoot 5 cans with your shooter plugged into port 2? Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's see here. And you got a little bit of pixelated boobies up there. Want to try again? So that's Desperado. And again, a demo / little game that they put in there. What y'all think of that? That's kind of the crazy stuff that you would get when you download off of BBSs. You never know. It just said Desperado 87. So you download it to see what it is. And that's what you get. Great Escape. So let's go ahead and load it up. And I actually have an original of this game. And this was cracked on October 4th of 87. And this is actually a really cool game, if I remember how to play it. Here's the actual original that I have of the Great Escape. Looks like Thunder Mountain released it. It was an Ocean release, and then Thunder Mountain usually releases, which usually means it comes as PAL, and then they were supposed to switch it to NTSC, which hopefully they did. This one I don't see any flashing or flickering on there that show that it would be PAL version, so maybe this is the good one. So even though I have the original, I never did complete this. I don't know if I actually know exactly what I'm doing, but it reminds me of school days. Breakfast time. Alright. So we made it to roll call. Now it's breakfast time. I'm just following where these other guys go. Looks like we're all going in this door. So do you guys remember this one? Uh-oh. Why is my thing red? I'm in solitary. Crap. Wait for release. So I guess I did something wrong. Another day dawns. Alright, so that's Great Escape.
Now on to DPaint, a digital painting tool for the Commodore 64. Probably for making graphics for your BBS. Looks cool, but not going to dive into it now. Let's keep moving.
And that's the whole front side already, folks. So we're going to flip it. What's on this back side? Let's check out what Gunstar is. Crack was done by plutonium crackers on 10/4/87. Seems like everything on here is around October 4th of 87. I must have been downloading these off of BBS's. HU high scores. Press fire to start. Pilot Carol D. Hobby Combat. Ship name Nemesis. Where's my... what am I shooting at? What the heck? And that just crapped out. Let's reset that. That was messed up, huh? Couldn't even see what my thing was. So again, downloading games, you don't know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you get crap that doesn't even work. Now this is the NTSC version system that I'm using. Might be a PEL game. I'm not sure. Let's give it another shot, see if it crashes again. Couldn't even see what I was shooting at. So pilot name's different. Oh, this time I got a ship. Ooh, crash. Again, now I don't show my ship at the bottom. This game is messed up. And it crashed again, so we should probably try it out in PEL mode and see what it would do, but we'll try that later on. Load up scroll of Abadon. Floppy scroll of Abadon. Let's see if we can play it. Anyone else remember this game? I remember seeing it, but I don't remember ever playing it. Oh, got another scroll. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm digging this game. So far, this is the one fun game that's on this floppy. Dang it. Game over. Huh. I think I did pretty good. What do you guys think for my first time playing that ever, I think? So we got to figure out if we could get Polar Pierre unblitzed and remember how to do it. So Polar Pierre, we're going to try to use the DeBlitzer on the other side. Load up that DeBlitz, and I don't even know if that DeBlitz is going to work on this being Lynx. So that decompiler does not work for this Lynx. We have to find something else. So I need to find my Lynx program.
I found my Lynx 10 program and unlinked Polar Pierre. Pretty sure I never got around to playing this back in the day, so this will be my first time checking it out since 1987. Let's give it a go. Polar Pierre looks like the magician from Frosty the Snowman. So let's check out Polar Pierre and play it. In Polar Pierre, you play as a winter guy collecting flags. It's a two-player game, which would definitely be more fun, but as a solo player, it's like an obstacle course. Surprisingly fun, and yeah, for the first time I'm playing it since downloading it in '87. Who knew? But a very cool game. I recommend go trying it out. Go download it if you've never played it. I'd love to hear down in the comments everybody who has heard of Polar Pierre before or who hasn't heard of Polar Pierre. And maybe I just missed this one back in the 80s. just never took the time to unlinks it, I guess, when I was a kid. Moved on to something else. Thanks for joining me on this floppy deep dive. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more retro gaming goodness. Let me know in the comments if you played any of these games before, or if there's a particular floppy you want me to dive into next. And just like that, another floppy explored. Boom!